Everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys, and today we're going to be doing my full review of the Polaroid Bluetooth LED speaker. Now I've been using this for a little bit over a week, and I think I've pretty much covered every area that I want to cover, so I can shoot my full review. So now it's time to shoot. So let's get into this. Starting off, the first thing I want to talk about with you guys, let me slide my phone out of the frame real quick, is the overall build quality of the speaker. Now, build quality wise, as you can see, you got your speaker unit, then wrapped with protective hard shell plastic here. This is durable plastic. Now this hasn't been dropped or anything, but I do get the sense that it will stand up to some drops. Now you have this durable plastic on all the corners, and on the bottom you have these nice rubber feet, so it doesn't slide around pretty much on whatever surface you put it on. You can see it's at my desk here, and it doesn't really slide. I actually have to apply pressure for it to slide. And I pretty much tied this on a few surfaces. Pretty much it's not going to slide. It's going to stay wherever you put it, and it is really durable. And you can see there's a carrying handle here. Let me adjust. There's a carrying handle, and I must say, speaker is light, but it's definitely got a weight to it. You can definitely feel it. So that being said, the overall build quality for this guy, I would have to say, is really good. So yeah, build quality and design is really good. Had no issues with it. No rattling, no creaking. It's very durable. It's got a nice weight to it. Yeah. So up next, let's talk about the features of this guy. Now I'm gonna show y'all when I get to the pairing a little bit in depth, but pretty much, aside from the fact that this guy has Bluetooth capability and it is a speaker, the only other feature in it is the LED light capacity, which there are 8 modes that you can put the LED lights in, and I'm going to toggle through those modes after we pair up the device. But pretty much aside from that, this is pretty much a standard Bluetooth speaker. So no other features there. Now you can use this with your Google Now commands, but it doesn't actually have a built-in mic into it, so you're just using the mic input from whatever device you have connected. And the way I tested that is I pretty much synced it up to my Moto X Pure Edition, and if it had a mic, I would be able to use my my Moto X command, and pretty much with it synced, every time I tried to use that command to launch stuff using my voice, the app went like it was going to open and then it closed. So that pretty much signifies to me that there's no built-in mic in this. It's just the speaker and LED lights. Other than that, there's no other features on this guy here. Now, moving on, let's talk about the sound quality and the volume. Now, overall, I would have to say, sound quality wise, this is a very good sounding speaker here. It was very crisp and clear, and you know, there was no real crackling on the top end or the low end. There was no poppiness whatsoever. So sound quality wise, it's a really good sounding speaker. Now in terms of volume, now on the low end it does get quite quiet, and I found that I have to pretty much have it at 35% or better to hear it at a nice comfortable volume. But yeah, but volume wise it does get quite loud indeed. And I'll talk a little bit more about the volume when we talk about the battery, because the battery life on this directly correlates to what percentage you keep the volume at. So we're going to cover that a little bit more when we get to the battery. So now, moving on, let's talk about the steps to pair this guy. So, let me readjust the camera real quick. Bring my phone into the frame here. So, let's do this. So now, y'all know I always go over the steps to pair. Now, on the speaker itself, let me spin it around real quick. Spin the speaker around here. You're gonna have, let me angle this camera. This is pretty much your ports here. So you have your auxiliary port, you have your charging port, and you have, this is to control the LED lights. I'm gonna cycle through that in a minute, and this is your power on and off. So you're gonna power it on. You're gonna get a noticeable tone, and pretty much that means it's in pairing mode. Now let me flip it back to the front. You'll also have LED indications. So this means it's in pairing mode. You had the sound and you see it pulsating. So it's in pairing mode. Now, back on the device you're trying to pair it with, you fire it up here. And you make your device visible, which it should be. Now let me toggle it off and on. And see if it catches it. Alright, and then on your device, this is what you're looking for. PBT 3015. That's the model for the speaker. That's what you're looking for. So you tap it, and it's going to pair right away here. Let's give it a few seconds. And there you go. You'll get another noticeable tone letting you know that it's paired up. And then you can use it to listen to movies, listen to music, watch movies, and things of that nature. Now, what I want to do for you guys is cycle through the LED modes. So let me put my phone over here, and I might play a YouTube video so you can hear how it sounds. So right there, this is the mode that it comes on. And if you push the little light indicator in the back, you're going to switch modes. So let me switch to the next mode. So switch that mode there, and then switch to the next one. Got this nice pulsating wave effect here. Switch to the next one. You have a nice up and down pulsating mode right there. And switch to the next one. It just cycles through the colors here. This one looks pretty nice. I keep it on this one when I'm using it. And then cycle to the next one. It pretty much goes the other way. So, you know, it's pretty straightforward. And there you go. You just got your fun LED lights. Now there's 8 modes for that. And pretty much that's all it does. It's nice. It's a nice thing to have at a party or a get together, or if you're listening to music at night with nothing else on. It's just nice. It sets a nice mood. So that's pretty much it, and that's how to cycle through the LED lights. Now, up next, I just want to, let me play a quick YouTube video for you guys so you can hear how it sounds. And then we're going to move on to the next thing here. So let me line up one of my videos so we don't have any copyright issues. And let me see here. Just gonna play a few seconds of one of these. Let's try this one. How's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys. And today we have my first impressions of the Motorola Droid
And
Turbo.
this is at 50%.
Now, as y'all know, I just recently wrapped up my versus video and my full review of the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge. So then I was approached by a friend to do a trade from my Note Edge for this Droid Turbo.
That was 100%. So let's go ahead and stop the video.
So just a quick little sample there. You can see it gets quite loud and it is nice and clear. And side note, there are no volume controls on the speaker itself. You will have to control the volume via whatever device you have connected. So there is also that. Alright, so just had to go through that real quick there. Now, let's talk about the overall Bluetooth range and Bluetooth strength. Now, I found it on the back or in the manual that it says that this has a range of up to 15 feet. Now that was a little weird to me because typically when you have Bluetooth devices, they have about 10 meters or 33 feet. And so it was a little weird that it says keep connected device within 15 feet. But it is what it is. But I did notice that at least when it comes to the range and the strength, it is quite good indeed. Unless you are in areas with things that produce a lot of interference. So if I put it on my desk here and try to play something, my TV then creates interference, my desktop creates interference, most of my connected devices create interference. Then you're gonna have issues with the Bluetooth range and the strength because it'll pick up on that interference. Then you're gonna have some issues with performance. But if you have, depending on where you have it, the less interference you have in the area, the better it's gonna be. And you can see right now I have it slightly away from those devices, and I just played a video and there was no interference whatsoever. And as on a side note, I was doing some stuff around the house the other day, and I had it connected, and I was running in and out of the house, and I was still able to hear it all the way down to the driveway where my car is. So, and I didn't have any issues with connection while I was doing this. So I'm not entirely sure what they say about these 15 feet, because for it to go that far, that pretty much means that it would have to live up to the standard, which is 10 meters or 33 feet. But it is what it is. I'm just cycling that information and disproving it for you guys. So it should work up to 10 meters or 33 feet, but the manufacturer says keep it within 15 feet. But as I've said, I was able to get it to stretch way beyond that to the standard, but still, I'm just telling you what that says. So that was my experience with the range and the strength, and overall they are quite good. Again, it all depends on what devices you have around and what type of interference they create. So that's that. Now, moving on, let's talk about the durability of this guy. Now, this is a quite rugged speaker here, so I'm pretty sure it will be able to take some tumbles and some drops without issues. And I already showed y'all when we talked about the build quality and design, each corner of this speaker is reinforced with this nice tough plastic here. Now, me myself, in my week or so of using it, I have not dropped it, so I can't really attest to the durability, but I think it will stand up quite well to at least a few drops without issues. At least I get that sense. Up next, let's talk about the charge times and the overall battery life. Now, let me just point this out before I jump in. I typically had this at about 25 to 50%. That, where you keep the volume, directly correlates to how much battery life you're going to get. So the louder you keep it, the less battery life you're going to get. The lower you keep it, the more battery life you're going to get. So you kind of got to find a happy medium there between the volume that you want and something that's battery efficient. And I found that anywhere between about 25 to 50%, like 35%, keeps it at a nice comfortable volume and also keeps it very battery efficient. So yeah, but just wanted to point that out. Now, when it comes to the charge times of this device takes about anywhere from about 7 to 8 hours to fully charge. Now, when you charge it, you're going to plug it via micro USB. You're going to charge it via micro USB, and you get a red light that indicates that it's charging. You'll get a green light when it's powered on and in pair mode and things of that nature. So right now it's powered on, you have your green light. But when it's charging, you'll get a red light which indicates that it's charging, and that red light will go off when it's fully charged. There's no other indication that it's charging or charged. Now, you do get a low battery tone. At least to me, it was like a low battery, like phone dial tone. That's how you indicate if the battery is low. So you do get that. Now, let's talk about the overall battery life of it. Now that we've talked about the charging times. And, you know, that was just me. Let me go back for a minute. When I say charging times, that was just me using the included USB cable and charging it via my computer. Now, I was a little skeptical to charge it using my turbo chargers or any of my other wall chargers because I couldn't find any actual battery information on the speaker, and I don't want to like overcharge it and risk frying the battery, because you know I got a turbo charger, and then I got some other stuff, so I have some pretty decent chargers, and I don't want to cook the battery, especially when I don't know any battery information. So those charge times were strictly using the included USB cable connected to my desktop computer or a power bank. That was that. Now, I am sure that you can cut down the charging times if you use the USB cable connected to a wall brick, but considering as I would probably use a turbocharger and I don't want to risk frying the battery because I don't know any battery information, so I didn't want to take that risk. But I do believe you can cut down the charging times by at least an hour to 2 hours, depending on if you use a wall plug instead of just plugging it into your desktop or things of that nature. But I just wanted to point that out. Now, that being said, let's go and talk about this overall battery life here. Now guys, from a battery standpoint, I'm on my third charge with this guy, and I must say, in terms of battery, when I kept the device at 30%, I got anywhere from 16 to a little bit over 18 hours of continuous use, right? I'm pretty tired, I'm pretty worn out because I've been testing this like crazy, but I got anywhere from 16 to 18 hours of use. Almost 19, almost made 19, but anywhere from 16 to 18. Now, when I bump it up to 50% or 100, that slightly goes down by an hour, maybe 2. So, if you pick this guy up, depending on how you use it, you're gonna get anywhere from about 16 hours to almost 19 hours. Now, I was doing these tests, running it straight through, and I only charged it when it died or when it was about to die. But if you do the math now, like I do from some of my headphone videos, if you do the math, if you fully charge this device, and let's say you use it for like 2 hours a day, every day, that pretty much means that you're gonna probably get almost a month of usage, about 20 days, before you hit that 18, almost 19 hour cap. Almost 28 days, maybe 29. So, depending on how you use the device is going to really affect how the battery life goes. But at least in my testing, again, I got anywhere from 16 hours to almost 19 hours, give or take a few minutes. So, that pretty much goes over the battery life and the charging times. I'm sorry if that section was a little bit longer than normal, but I really wanted to cover everything so you guys know exactly what you're getting into if you choose to pick this guy up. Now, let's move on to some positives and negatives, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts, and we'll talk about the price and a recommendation or two. So, positives. It's really got some good quality battery life in it, and it's very long lasting. It's got a nice sound quality with great volume. It does seem very durable. The Bluetooth range is very good. Yeah. So those are all the positives. It's very straightforward to pair up. It pairs up to any Bluetooth device. Right. And the LED lights, they look pretty cool. So those are all the positives. Now, a few negatives. Maybe I would have preferred if they included a wall brick with the device. As y'all saw from my unboxing and first impressions, it only really came with some USB cables. But for the price, which we're going to talk about in a minute, I'm not really upset with that, but it is a negative. Other negatives, it probably would have also been nice if it included a built-in mic so I can make and receive phone calls, and but it is what it is. Some of these things have that, some of these things don't. This one didn't have that, so it's a negative. That's pretty much it when it comes to the negatives, and that's pretty much it when it comes to the positives. Now let's talk about the price. So as I've said, I was out shopping with one of the homies, and they decided to pick this up, and they paid $25 for this. About $26 and change after tax. And that was from Big Lots. Yes, Big Lots. So, if you have a Big Lots in your area, I would really recommend that you pick this guy up. If you don't, I was able to find it on eBay. So there is that. But on Amazon, I wasn't able to find it, but I did find something similar. So all links to where to purchase this guy will be down below. But if you go in the store, you're going to end up paying that $26. Online, you're going to probably end up paying a little bit more. I believe on eBay, it's going for about $42 after shipping and handling. And on Amazon, the alternative to this is going for a little bit of the same. I think it's like $35 or something like that. So I would really recommend that if you're going to pick this guy up, you pick it up in the store. But if you can't, it's still a good deal to pick it up on eBay or pick up that alternative on Amazon. So that's how I feel about the price. So now, this pretty much brings us to the end of my review, and you guys may be wondering, do I recommend that you pick up this Bluetooth speaker here? And guys, I'm gonna happily have to tell you it's a resounding yes. I can definitely recommend that you guys go out and pick this guy up, because I think that this would be perfect. Let's say if you were working on a wireless setup for your desktop or workspace like I am, this is a pretty cool Bluetooth speaker that you can set up. You'll have some nice crisp volume, and you'll be good to go. And the battery life is really nice, so you're gonna go a long time in between charges, depending on what you have, what desktop setup you have, or what your particular setup is. So yes, I would recommend this. This is also great for if you're having little get-togethers with a couple of friends, or having a barbecue or two, or maybe going to the beach with a few friends and y'all want to hang out and listen to your tunes. This is also great for that. So I would definitely recommend that you guys pick this up, guys. It's definitely, as I give it back to my homeboy, I'm kind of sad to see it go, but I think he's really going to enjoy it, and I think he's really going to enjoy my full review, so I hope he appreciates that. And honestly, I could say this is definitely worth the money here. So anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please help your boy out and give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please hit the subscribe button down below so you get notified as soon as new videos become available on YouTube. And lastly, guys, if you know anyone out there that's looking for some high quality devices at some really great prices, please share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everyone. And again, all links to where to purchase this will be down in the video description. Alright, I got some more stuff I'm working on. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.